Okay. So today we are here with Eugen Varzić. Finally, thank you so much. So Eugen is a very well-known artist, hyper-realistic artist that is here with us to. Actually, I'm very curious to know his new phase in life, what's happening, what's going on. We had already like a very previous chat together where we were laughing about what happened in the last 3 years, and I'm here all with all my ears to know what's going on. What's going on in your life? What's happening?
Well, so many things happened, and I'm smiling because I don't know exactly. Should I start from today or from 3 years ago? But now I'm at the moment I'm in some kind of mood where I actually stopped to continuously develop one cyclus that is actually finished, and started to actually today I started to paint again after maybe almost more than a month. I was in some I don't know, not thinking, but I left my studio, and I was just not in that movie of being every day here, painting, processing, finishing. I just left everything because this is how I felt at the moment, and I wanted to to come back fresh, And actually, I'm working on a new cyclus, and I don't like to divide what I've done before and what I'm doing now like some straight line, because you cannot do it in life, And painting is my life, so I cannot do it. So actually, it's kind of developing what I've done before, but going maybe a little bit into experiments and into things that are unsecure for me. And as I told you, I want to be insecure again. I want to feel these moments where you are on in a not safe area and unknown area. So I wanted to change motifs. I wanted to change techniques. I wanted to change complete process. I cannot change myself. I'm old for some kind of change, but I wanted to see some other points as a painter, some other points of view from which I can start in new stories. So this is more or less like resuming 3 years and okay, thank you, goodbye, and starting something not different but new and maybe more exciting, more, I don't know, more different. Yeah, so this is more or less where I am now. But actually today I started to finish some paintings to think, is it good way to to suffer to paint on wood or to suffer to paint on aluminium, or should I come back to my safe zone and to paint on canvas? So, and should I paint nudes? Should I paint urban landscapes? Should I paint again faces of the people, of my friends? Should I paint life? Should I paint surreal life? I don't know. It's so many questions, and the answers are always hard to give. It's easier to ask the questions for me, but the answers are very hard to give.
So, but it looks like something happened somehow, somewhere, in some point, probably, that moves your insight or something. I don't know what happened, that it was like a click or something to say to you, no, this it doesn't resonate with me anymore. I want to do something. What happened?
It happens life, so I started this cyclus that I was telling you about. It's a made. It's not made. It's not made. It's one sentence in Croatian language. When I was a young kid, I said to my mom, for example, I want to be a painter. And in Italian, your mother will say "madai," and my mother says "made," like you will be a painter. Come on, no way. So I titled my whole cyclus, and actually it was made, not made, but It was in honor to my mother and to all mothers. Kind of whole idea was motherhood, and a long journey of 3 years. I was developing the whole cyclus, and I was exhibiting on different locations. And it all started 2023 and ended maybe 2 months ago. So it was really exhausting. It was very scary for me because it was repeating. This is what I don't like, and all became the same. I finished the last exhibition was in my homeland Slavonia. It's east part of Croatia, and town Osijek, and questions become the same, setup became the same, and somehow I said, okay, this is it, this is enough, because I wanted to try something different, and the change was so many things. I told you I paint life, and things in my life I reflect, as we all do on paintings, but sometimes I got better reflection on my painting, sometimes I completely make mess and bad painting actually. And this at this point of my life, I wanted to really paint the cool paintings. I want to paint strong paintings. I want to have this feeling. I want to give you as observer this strong emotion that I got for something or somebody or some story that really strikes me. And this story is always universal, like mathematics. Everybody understands mathematics, everybody understands the art, but I want to make it more and more powerful. It's very hard in the age of, we cannot mention TV now. TV is a history, but this AI stuff and all these things, all this waste of information that we have all around us. But I'm looking for a small crack in this world, and just want to pass through this crack and tell the world this is something that I feel. And after that, what will happen? It's not my job. No, it's
So
something.
listen, with all your paintings, which one is the one that resonates with you most? Like, which one is the one that really reflects who you are and why?
It's a hard question. It's never, if you ask me for my kids, I cannot give you an honest answer, because yesterday my son was the best in the world. Today he pissed me off, and my daughter, it's very hard. But the game changer for my career was one painting from 2017, and it was titled Sunday. And it is titled Sunday. And actually, it was the painting of my wife's grandma. And why Sunday? Because we used to go to drink coffee, una mocha, con Nona. And she was very old. She passed away actually 3 months after I finished the painting. And it was one of the toughest painting, because the process of painting was very strange, and the whole story was strange. And the things I find out about that woman during the painting was something, really, I didn't expect that that the painting will dig out stuff like this, and the whole this process was interesting for me, and the level of quality was. Now it's in my living room. I look it every day and ask myself, what the hell I'm done in this painting to be such a good painting. No, I'm not vanity person. I'm really not. I don't care. If you say I'm bad, good, I don't care. The feeling that I must have when I paint my paintings must be clean, must be strong, and must be really. I must be even with my painting. I put my signature, and goodbye, arrivederci. And this one really struck me. And every day I look and I try to find what the hell happened in this painting, and I still haven't found. Just it happens, once in a life that you paint such a painting. And I took this. It's a big painting, and I took it to place where she lived. I was so happy. Nona, look the painting that I painted, and she said, "Oh, go outside." I haven't seen myself in the mirror for 3 years now. You are bringing this piece of to me, go. And she pushed me away, and the painting was she loved it, and unfortunately she passed away. Day before she passed away, she invited me to and my wife to drink champagne, and we have lumine. You know what is lumine? It's a candle for the grave, actually. And she passed away tomorrow. There was a candle and there was a champagne that she drinks with us, and she says, "Do this, do that, goodbye." And she passed. She was a queen. And after that, this painting represented me all around the world, and on really big and important exhibitions in Croatia. And as my friend, one historian and curator of many of my exhibition, Doctor of Science Vinicia Lupis from Ragusa, from Dubrovnik, and he says that it's I don't know what I don't know. I cannot say what he said because it looks I'm bragging here and I'm making myself some important person. But he point out this painting is really something different. And you ask, I answer. But there is also one painting from 1998 that I kept for my own private collection that I will never sell, and I will leave it for my kids. I don't know. And I don't know. There are paintings that I really don't like. Don't want to look at them, and they are in my warehouse. And some paintings are okay, just okay.
Yes.
I if I don't have a feeling, first few moves on the painting, if I feel something's weird, like you are talking to somebody and somebody, got some moves that makes you insecure or something like this, I said, this is not good. I will finish it. Okay, I will play, I will learn from this painting, but there is no future for this painting, but I put it on an exhibition, because people usually make selection. I don't make selection. I make whole story out. You must see how bad I am or how good I am. Otherwise, this is what I said to my students that I prepare for Art Academy. If you bring me only good drawings and you know how to make selection, you don't need me. You know how to choose what is good, what is bad, and I'm just not necessary for your life, So
Agree.
yeah.
Actually, we were just talking a few days ago with another artist talking about how important it is, even for the new that they are just approaching the field of art, for the people that they are seeking to become maybe an artist, to know that sometimes the paintings they have a soul, like because of I'm sure it happened even to you, and I would like that you tell me this. But while you are painting, there is a kind of um, meditation mode that you go through, and you are into the painting, putting all the energy, not only the energy of your energy, but also the energy of probably, maybe, as you said, your grandma, maybe she has her own energy. So probably personality, they are so strong that even in a painting it will show, and probably you catch these from
Yeah,
you.
I got whole story in front of me. I really want to put this on a painting in special moment of my life, of her life, and I knew some details from her private life that I cannot say here in public. That she secretly said to us, and it was very very interesting that part of her life, and these moments of leaving was so hard, so painful. Actually, my grandpa and grandma died many years ago, and she was the only old person that we had connection with the history. Non è moderne. They are not. They don't have this mood, or they for God's sake, they got mobile devices. They all got Facebook profiles. Grandmas must be grandma in the
Yes,
kitchen,
yes,
to cook you good food, to teach you so many stuff. But modern nonas, they are different. I
yes,
cannot say they are bad, but they are different.
yes.
And if
Eugen,
you
we
want to,
had a chat, a conversation 3 years ago, and we did already conversation through Instagram back in time. So we're talking about your background as an artist, this hyper-realistic field that we jump in at that time as a group, as many artists all together. And then suddenly happened that many of these artists, they went through the same phase that you are facing now, like the willing of change something that you don't know what it is exactly, but is not into preciseness, is not into, but maybe trying too material. I mean, you told me something last time about this new material you would like to try. I want to know, did you try something? Do you like it? There is a new message through this kind of also material you want to use that you are seeking
Yeah, I
to
can,
try? Or?
for example, you said about this change, but I think that the world we are living, it necessarily needs a change, you know. But we are as artists sometimes. I'm convinced that small communities, small pieces of my neighborhood or location in my town, with art, we can change the world. It's really delusional what I'm saying, but let me show you. Let me tell you an example. Back in the days, 2015, I was on TEDx invited to talk about, conference talk on TED Talk, and I was explaining how I run my workshops. Long story short, there were people come to my studio, different kind of people with different kind of problems, different professions, and we all gathered around the art. I teach them for 8 months, and they've gone outside with same experience with the exhibitions, with love for art. They introduce themselves with techniques, what is exhibition, how to make exhibition, and actually we all together we changed this small micro world. And I think if we all think in positive way as a creators, and if we are enough in empathy for the world, we can change stuff, But on the other side, we are all huge narcissists, and we love to have likes. We all love to have shares and I don't know, 20,000 followers or something like this, And this is the world where emotional people, deep emotional people, really needs change. This is logical stuff, And also this situation that we are pumping around the world, with this guy from America, guy from Russia, guy from Israel. I don't know. Don't catch my words. I'm not pro-politic. I'm really consider politics something not honorable and not really in this stage of human evolution. It's really stupid to believe that politics will guide us and change us. We are guidance. We are change, not them. Not one politician. I really this is what I feel, and the change became from inside. Okay, we all, but also I wanted to change technically. It's not that all perfect, as I told you. I wanted to my paintings, to have trace of me as an author inside of the painting, and what allows me these different techniques maybe to give more myself inside. But this is just one amplitude inside of my creation, Maybe I will keep my line. Maybe I will come back, just to be hyper, just to to play with my brain and to play with observers and to play with the story, But at the moment, I feel that technique is not necessary for what I feel, But I want to really experiment, For example, I got here. I can show you. I prepared myself. This is a small piece. Look, this is small piece.
Oh,
And if I
wow.
show it from close, this is
Oh, wow.
four riders of
Super.
apocalypse, and this is small. And for example, this is it's really kind of very interesting, experiment on aluminium, and I can show you here. I hope it will not fall on my head. This is on wood. You know this
Uh-huh.
guy?
Ah, yeah. Amazing.
Okay,
Wow.
this one. I'm going to show you another one, and then continue to talk. This is also on wood, alla prima. You know, this is
Wow, amazing.
only
Amazing.
one layer of color, and
This is you, exactly you. This is
yeah,
exactly you.
and I don't know. I want to try. How far can I go with that? You know, am I happy there, or am I happy in where I was? You know, and we are coming back to the point. What I want to say and point out: moment of freedom. I'm
Mm.
free to do it. My freedom is something, you know, that you must achieve through the years, through the hard work, through, you know, believing that you will do it someday, believing that you will be free enough someday that you can do whatever you want in a positive way, of course. And at the moment, I'm free enough in all senses, except I'm married, and and I can, you know, I can experiment and do actually fun with it. You know, today I was sitting in front of this wall. I paint here on this wall, and I was thinking, you know, how many boundaries are in my head actually. I'm free. I can do whatever I want. I can do dinosaurs if I want. I can do illustration if I want. You know, I'm really, really happy that these processes are not painful for my brain, but they are necessary. You must stop. You must stop admiring yourself in the mirror, and, you know, consider yourself you are one and only. You are not, and keep on playing, keep on learning, keep on enjoying, keep on loving what you do. Love is the most important thing. If you hate, you will hate. You will be a hater. Otherwise, you wouldn't
Sure.
be a lover. Better be a lover than this is very simple. And yeah, this is it. I think the change is always necessary. Constant change is constant, you know. But nowadays, we are all suffocated with all this massive, massive impact on our visual world, and this overwhelmed information. Everybody
Mhm.
is important on this social network. Nobody became somebody, and you cannot fight these demons. It's really hard, you know. And you've seen that I quit my posting on
Yeah,
social
no,
media.
no, you are good. You are enough.
But no, I just said, okay, at the moment, it's not that fun for me, you know. It will be now Christmas time, and I'm gonna eat and get fat, so I don't need some Instagram post about art. Who gives
No,
care
don't
cares
tell.
about art in the, you know, I'm kidding, you know. I felt that I had to stop and work on this kind of stuff, and I want to show this one. This is also a
Oh,
nude.
wow. Super.
Actually, nobody saw these paintings.
So now
And
I will see just you.
yeah, and I wanted to feel that these paintings are good enough to be, you know, new value that can live their own life, you know. And the next few days, I'm gonna make huge paintings. I'm gonna really make big sizes, and then continue to work on small. You know, I want to see that feeling, because freedom is everything
So,
but what I got, nothing else.
so it looks like this is the message that you want to forward to the viewer, the freedom, which is amazing, and it's so true at at this moment in time. Well, what we are facing in the world, that definitely the word freedom is the one that is a race. Even we need
Yeah,
more. We need more. Yeah, an
I
artist
don't know.
has all the time the freedom to create whatever he wants. And I know, you know, coming from a background as hyper realistic, definitely you are precise, because there is a part of you that wants to make it maybe not perfect, but inside of you has to be perfect, done, perfectly done. Or maybe at the beginning it was for you like this, like has to be done maybe more in technique, more at the beginning, and now there is the urge of expressing this freedom through what, like what is the drive, like what it drives you. It's like more say, as before, like human faces, or there is something that is coming and that is saying to paint me, please, which is, there is something or no?
There is a life. There are stories from life, and my point of view on these stories, and my filter, my soul as a filter that will throw out this story on the canvas. And this is something that drives me. All these emotions that we met during the COVID, and all these hard emotions that are completely changed. For example, I remember myself. I was back in 2019. I was in where I was in Parma, in Italia. I was eating, what can you eat in Parma? Prosciutto, and I was saying, what a life, you don't have any voice, you just eat, we were traveling. I didn't know in which town I am, in the on the airports, it was huge, you start to live, life like that, and the one day just changed, and there is one sentence in the history that when they say, when you are on the edge of the canyon, we all changed. We all change when you are on the edge, So we were on the edge and we all changed. And from this change becomes thousands and thousands of reactions and the stories and life stories and my own story, your story. And for example, I was saying about this last time we talked. My new cyclus is titled "Different Kinds of Love." And I told you what was the first reaction when I put it outside near one painting. People asked me, "Am I gay?" So I said, "I'm not gay because different kinds of love." And actually, it was a how to say, it was a cornerstone for whole new cyclus, and it was about this deep emotion of death of my father. And there is a photo on me on Instagram painting this painting. There is a long description about the painting, and this is something actually. If we talk about drive and if we talk about inspiration, not I don't know. Not I don't like to go back, but I go back to be stronger for the future. I cannot predict future, but digging in the past, I predict future, not intentionally, but it happens a lot that I see in the 5, 7, 10 years that, oh my God, it was because of that or something like this. It's something inside of me. I don't say I'm Nostradamus or something like, no. I'm just saying that I don't know why I'm digging from my roots, from my father, mother, grandpa, blah, blah, blah. And the only thing that I can connect from this digging is actually love or not enough love. There was the love, how much I can give, how much I received, and how it shaped us, how it built us. Not, love in the sense of heart and love, It's something deeper. This chemistry inside of us that make us love. And love can be strange, of course. Love can be thousands and thousands. Somebody told me actually, I think in Iranian language or Iraq language, I don't know. It's a Farsi, yeah, I think. I don't know. Sorry, Iranian
No
guys,
clue.
but there are. I think, like Inuits have 11 titles for the white people in Iran. They got, I don't know, 9 titles for love. I must, I must,
Wow.
I must search it. I know the person who was there, and actually she told me about this, and I didn't. I was superficial. I didn't go deep. I must do it, and this is something actually that is focused on my new paintings, and these different kinds of love actually was my father and his father, and the love between them. This love was hard. And this love actually brings something between me and my father, and actually me and my son got some healthy love. It needs time and it needs cleaning and everything. And all this around these different kinds of love is so hard, so difficult, so complex. And I think that through this, I can universally talk about everything, every point aspect of life. And this always a human, always communication, always us, maybe I should be abstract painter and just
Maybe
forget
you should
about
try.
and forget about everything and play with colors,
I think there is a moment for everything. Probably, sometimes an artist needs to go deep into something completely new to find his voice. Like this is really resonate with me. This is exactly what I want to show to people, because there is a part of me that really give you satisfaction. And sometimes I think there is a driven also to see the work of other artists. Maybe it happened even to you, want to know, and they give you it's very stimulating, like to see someone doing something on different material, using different kind of colors. I don't know, it does happen to you or no?
Yeah, it happens me all the time, I told
uh,
you I was in Spain and I learned from different painters there, and there is always this, how to say it, intentional traces in your work where you maybe copy, maybe somebody call it influence, maybe Picasso said that he's not copying, he's stealing. But we all steal from each other, and like AI do. So, but soul, we got soul, but we got point of view. AI doesn't have it. And I love to go to museums. For example, now wherever I go to museum and to search for some specific paintings that I want to analyze, to see, to feel. Not
Mm,
to
mm, mm.
observe painting. To have impression, some subjective. I like it, I don't like it, blah blah blah. But I want to see the structure of the painting. I want to see mistakes. I want to, if there are mistakes. I want to
Sure.
see how far somebody go, what have he done, what
Yeah.
was his emotion. When I was in the Louvre in France, I was observing Rembrandt for hours. Everybody was
Mm.
dying in front of Mona Lisa, masterpiece of course, but you know on the upper floor there is Rembrandt, and I really said,
Uh,
what is, I met God for 1 hour. And what Antonio Garcia Lopez once said,
mm.
when we were in Almeria together, he says, at the end of the day, we all want to be Rembrandt. So this is very true. And and you cannot avoid
Mm,
influences. You cannot. This is why sometimes I'm scared to scroll through my phone to watch Instagram, because it's sometimes from the forest you don't see the tree, and this is why I left social network, and I really need my
mm.
everyday routine with my dog. I don't know, with workout, with painting, and workout, I mean fitness, gym, and to be with myself without any news, without Trump, without Putin, without, I
Mm,
don't
mm,
care
mm.
about them. What will they do? I cannot change. I cannot influence. I can live better if I want to live better. If I want to be stressed, okay, I will put my TV on and count, I don't know, grenades in some part of the world. You know, and this is it. This
Yeah.
is
Jumping to another subject that I'm curious, because obviously when we talk together with other artists, it comes up like conversation with about maybe the galleries, the art collector, and you know, I met like a couple of very famous artists they told me that how much they were stressed when they were getting ready for a new exhibition, and the contract with the gallerist and what they have to perform, and they were not happy about it, as you know, because what happened, this is the commercial side of an artist, like selling. We have to sell. I mean, and this is our, but I mean, I'm sure people, there are paintings and painters that resonates with other people. They are the same, and these are my buyers, like the one they will buy even my very cheap, very not expensive paintings, but your art. Your paintings are more expensive, and even these people, they are very much expensive. So I don't want to have a trouble with make you in trouble with the galleries or whatever. But did ever happen to you like you had this frustration to perform for commercial things or never? Or do you think
Well,
it's
what
gonna
is
happen?
commercial, first of all,
Mm.
people always got scared. I'm saying about my environment here in my country. Yeah, if you're a painter, you are not allowed to have house, your own studio, new car, motorbike. I'm counting what I have. Another car. You've
Oh,
done
yeah.
something wrong. No, I
Mm.
haven't done something wrong. Today I wake up at 6 and I was in this studio until now. It's 12 hours. And if you hit the ball for 12 hours, you're gonna be Ibrahimovic and you're gonna play football. Modric is better, Croatian. Or Totti, you know, and uh, and I don't have a problem to make money from my art. And the question is, what is commercial? Are you gonna sit on the street and sell some street art and paint it, how much ever kitsch it is, and you're going to paint it and you're going to make some money and you're going to invest it in some better canvas and you're going to invest it in your own art that it's maybe not for sale, but it can represent what you actually are? Is it a crime? I don't know. I don't think so. But problem is when people do shitty paintings and they consider themselves the best in the world and they are taking a position, they are taking your place somewhere in the world just based on their bad behavior or something like this.
Mm.
What I've done, what was my intention when I start? I had galleries back in the days, maybe 30 years ago, because I live in a touristic place, very touristic. And I had galleries. I had two galleries, and where I was selling actually my paintings. What was the frame of the work? I was all day in my gallery, painted, and I was painting the workouts, faces, flowers. Like classic school paintings. Put them on the wall, immediately sell them. And later, I start to invest in my knowledge. I start to invest. I was in Spilimbergo. I got a special partner in Spilimbergo, if you know Spilimbergo in Italy,
Mm.
near
I
the
never been,
Udine.
but
Yeah, it is a center of the mosaics, and actually, I got some good, very, very huge commission for mosaics. I learned how to illustrate, so I illustrated some picture book for kids. So I invest always in my knowledge to expand what I know. To be in 21st century, to be just a common painter, and to wait for some gallery to call you and then took 60%, 50%, 40% of your value. Is this really what you want? No? Or you want to invest in yourself like I've done, and I finished academy for digital marketing, and I want to learn all about digital marketing and put myself up there on the world of digital marketing, and wanted to attract people to sell them directly, for example. And because my experiences with gallery were like different, most of them took and I respect that part because they are dealing with these buyers and prices and stuff like this. But my experience were like, he will call you, he will buy a painting from you. Okay. Tell him to pay in cash. Okay. He pays in cash. Sorry. And then galleries call me, can you give me more percent and put it in an envelope and send me somewhere? I don't know. We will meet in a cafe bar. Fuck that. I'm sorry for my language, you know. If you are my gallerist, you must eat this bread with the buyer and all this bore you do. And I'm just a humble painter, you know, which will receive 40, 50% of my price, you know. And when people dream about big galleries, they have to dream carefully because there is lots of law, there are lots of contracts, there are lots of things that people nowadays don't consider serious. You know, for example, taking a reference photo. Everybody got the internet and downloading this photo and blah 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 blah. How many times professional painter, some level professional, ask themselves, am I allowed to use these photos, you know, as a reference photo? Will somebody sue me? Because world is changed, you know, and you must be prepared for different kinds of temptations and things that you must have a good lawyer. My friend, my lawyer, he is specialized for how to say it. I'm missing my words in English for actually copyrights, you know, and just a few days ago, some girl from Russia, she lives here in Croatia. She used my paintings, my exhibitions for some her advertising her psychological retreats, yoga stuff. Some over my paintings, she put this text that doesn't have anything in common with my art. I didn't. He told me, "Oh, we must action, action." I still didn't do anything because if she is stupid enough to do it, how she will understand if I politely ask you to ask her to remove it, you know? And I'm still thinking what to do, but eventually I will send her a letter just to ask you to remove it, not because I'm some vanity person, because somebody can understand my art very different than what I want it to be.
Yes, I know what you mean because
Completely. And you know, I really think that the young painters must educate themselves in a marketing way, in a commercial way, in art economy, blah blah. It all must be, you know, connected. And look where you live, feel the town. If you live in Venice, feel how much you want to enter, how much commercial stuff can enter to your studio. Are you want to make this compromise in the beginning, you know, to sell to, or you are smart enough to wrap it in different and to give it to these millions of people that are entering to Venice every day, you know? And if I live in Porridge, if you live in, you are now in Tanzania or where
no,
in
I'm
Africa?
in Italy.
You're in Italy, Milano, in Milano.
Yes.
Ah, viva Milano. And my son wanted to go to Naba Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, and he actually entered inside, but he stopped for this year. He is now an academy here in Rijeka. But I think maybe he will go to Milano, so we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. When
you know, you must be aware of environment where you live. You know, I cannot have same approach like people in. I don't want to be rude, but somewhere in Bangladesh, you know, or Japan, Tokyo, New York, you know, I live here. You know, I must adapt first of all here, then you can grow internationally, you know, through all these channels of.
I can tell you by fact, while I was in Zanzibar, which was Tanzania until last year in December, I did a small exhibition with four of my pieces, an Italian artist in a contemporary gallery called the Forster Gallery. And the artists that are in Africa, they are incredibly good. and very, very, very expensive. So they are very, very, very expensive, and they do art like very unique and very, very, very powerful. They are very, very powerful. So I think the one they are talented. They are really talented. I mean, they are such a very good artist, not painter, very good artist. They have a lot to say because it depends probably even from the country you are in, because even
Of
the
course.
country gives you kind of insight. You know, you have to express
No, you're
yourself.
completely cultural heritage. Italy got 70% of cultural heritage of whole world.
Mm.
And you got influence on people that live in Italy, and it's always like that. You cannot cancel or deny where you're from. It's actually it's good.
Uh,
But what I'm saying is that some people are really got when they start to go to art world, they don't have a real expectations. They don't put themselves in a real frame, and the real frame is nowadays, especially, you had to work like an animal every day. Every day you must really work, but not just to work. You must really immerse yourself completely inside of it, and by learning, by working, by processing, by traveling, I don't know, different
mm,
kinds of approach, just to keep going forward. It's easy. It's easy to start to enjoy in yourself, and say, "Oh, I did that, I did this, a list of exhibition, list of this, list of that." Okay, but dude, can you go further? Can you make better? Can you survive next 5 or 10 years? In this rhythm and cycles. I don't know. So many questions because the being an artist, it's never ending story. There is no end. The physically ending of the world is not the end, because your work is continue to live in eternity, no
yeah.
matter how known or unknown you are. If imagine if Michelangelo is alive today and see all these people in Sistine Chapel. You know,
Ah,
who knows what he will say, and about,
it will
I
be
don't know.
amazed for someone, and it will be ashamed from maybe others. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah. If he saw what have they done with so many replicas of his David, he will be pissed off, I think. And it's really complex, but uh, being aware that this life of artist is fulfilled. But I want to live a life fulfilled with art and with with creation and everything. And the day when I'm gone, I'm gone. But I believe that somewhere, somehow, my trace will be visible for, I don't know, 20, 120 years. If not, it's okay, but I'm hoping for the best, that I will inspire somebody somewhere, somehow. This is good, because this is the goal that I want to achieve. Actually, I inspired my son to be to go to art academy, but I said once that if I inspire one man to become a painter, and to inspire him to work in the sense that I do, my job is done. And
Mhm.
one good thing, one actually necessary thing, is to give space to young people also,
Tell
teach
me,
them.
tell me about you. What do you wish for yourself? I mean, for the future. I mean, the next future. I'm sure you have a project in mind or something that is bubbling in your mind. So, what do you wish to yourself to achieve in the next future?
To stay healthy. I told you this, stay
Yeah, come
healthy.
on, as an artist.
I don't know, I want to continue to enjoy the work, and just to be still to keep myself curious enough to continue to work every day in my studio, and maintain the level of freedom that I got at the moment, to be a freelance artist, to freelance painter, and I don't know. But I honestly think stay healthy nowadays is it's imperative because we all can stay young, but healthy, no. You know what I'm saying, you know. But this culture of not allowed to be old, it scares me. And one quote I have, I painted some people. I don't want to say intentionally is it a male or female. They got this all this around the face and this botox, and
Wrinkles.
somehow I cannot have expression of life in their faces. They are, you know, well
Yeah.
shaped and they are good looking people, and they got these duck lips and noses and blah blah. But sorry guys, there is no life, you know,
Yeah.
something is missing, you know. So stay healthy, you know, in mind and in body, and with that you can do anything, you know? So I'm
But
not afraid of death. We are
no,
all
no, wait,
afraid.
wait, wait, wait. I want to interrupt you, cut you off 1 second, because you are escaping from my question. My
Ah,
question
okay,
is
sorry.
different. I'm not asking to Eugen Varzić as a person. I'm asking
Uh-huh.
you as an artist, because you are an artist, and I'm sure there is something you still, because when you start to paint, when you are like 20, 15, whatever, 7 years old, there is a dream, a wish that you want to see yourself in the future. So I'm asking to you now, in this new phase that you are facing, that you are going through a new part, a new journey. So what there is that you wish to yourself for your future, like in terms of an artist, like what do you want to see about yourself? What is your goal? But what do you wish more?
I
What do
told
you
you
more?
I want to paint cool paintings. No, I want to stand in front of my paintings and said to myself, okay, this is really what I wanted to do, and this is the best of me. And I still doesn't have that feeling. No matter how much exhibition I made, no matter how much painting I've done, I'm still waiting for this moment of joy
Mm,
that where I can say, "Oh my God, I got it!" You know, like this is it. This is what I wanted. You know, because it's always an uncertain journey when you are in front of the painting and you start to paint and something guides you left or right, up and down, and I really miss. I'm searching for this feeling to stand in front of the painting and says, "Okay, this is it. Maybe this is this will be the last painting that I've done." I'm kidding, but you know what I'm saying. You know, like you are
yeah.
watching some desired car you want, and he said, this is what I wanted to have, and this is something that complete all my expectation, all my ideas, and this is me to completely become one with the painting. You know, to have doesn't have any question, any doubts about it. It's maybe perfection, but I think that it's just a feeling. It's not a perfection. It's something that
Mm,
maybe I can relate to music. You know,
mm,
when you hear some music from your young age and middle age, and now you listen to this song and still got this for you. You know, it wakes you up, it puts you up. You know, and it's something how to say out of time.
mm.
You know. And this is what I want from my paintings, you know, to be really to take me and to keep me in this emotion. When I see painting, I said, okay, this is it. It's very hard. Maybe it's impossible. I don't know. But maybe I'm searching for impossible, but I'm searching for something like that, you know, like something something unseen, but from my point of view, something that I haven't feel yet, and maybe I'm through this process of working, I'm learning how to feel it and how to find it. But
Yeah, you
yeah,
told me last time there are, I mean, when you know the technique and of course, how to start to to build a painting like from the scratch, what to do, a drawing, the idea, start with an idea, something. Then you go to do the drawing, probably then you prepare your palettes, the space that you want, the light that you want, and
Yeah.
everything. So, I mean, this is the step. But then in the end, when you are there, it's the idea that you have inside of you that you want to express on a canvas. That is the one that you're seeking to see.
Yeah.
Whatever, then when suddenly is missing this part, this is what you told me last time. I was impressed in me when you said it was like Fontana. When he tried so many things. He was already a painter. In technique, he was obviously a real, profound, a circle, complete artist. And then he cut the canvas and he created something, a concept. So is it that you are wishing for yourself, like to catch the right things and say, with this, I got the, or you mean something else?
If I catch it, I will tell you. But now I'm still in that I'm not sure, because I look when I look back on my paintings, there are points that I thought, oh, maybe it can be something, something that you cannot repeat, something that you cannot define, something you cannot understand. But there are moments where when I paint and when I go deep into the flow, when I paint, like in meditation, maybe it's not a good word, but when you lose yourself completely inside of the work, in process of the work, and at this moment something really special come out. But idea must be strong, and the mood must be strong, and you know I don't know, I must be prepared for this long journey with one painting. Sometimes I'm really, really, really not that deep. I just
Mm,
I'm gonna do this, that, put it on online, and there are some comments, wow, 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 that feeds my ego and feeds my dopamine, and I said, okay, I don't have to finish it. This is
mm,
not good. And but I'm really uh, at this age that I'm in at the moment now, I got so much experience that I can, as I'm doing now, stop, think deep. Is it necessary to go in this direction? Where it will take me? Even if I don't ask myself where it will take me, I ask myself, is this journey necessary? Suffering, joying, having fun, learning, loving this. Is this necessary for this part, for this work that will come out? And then I stop and I think and I rethink, and then I test myself again, and then I start to paint, and I start to understand my paintings, maybe way, way, way too much deeper than I used to, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago. Because
yeah, right.
uh, we were talking about AI and this stuff, and the AI is a tool. It's not that bad. It's like a fire. If you are near, it can heat you, but if you are onto it, it can burn you. Same like this AI stuff. And there are lots of distractions in nowadays that I'm aware, and I'm intentionally avoiding it to keep focus on the painting. Because you must know how much dose you will put. For example, if you are listening to music, if you are watching some other painters, if you are AI, if you are listening to news, if you this, that, you must learn how to calculate and to put all these channels inside your art or not.
Yeah,
To keep yourself clean, and to be clean in front of the painting and start to create another new journey that is actually only yours at the end.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, Eugen, if the people they want to reach you, reach out to you, you will be available maybe to, if they want to know something about your workshop you do, maybe if you want to say what is your website and your social media and TikTok and
Yeah,
Instagram, we can find you.
the simplest way is just to write my name in Google, and you will have everything. For now, as I've heard, everything is good. You can Google. No, I'm kidding you. The best online point is Linktree. You can write down Linktree / Eugen Varzić. It's actually Eugen Varzić, and there are all points of social networks or all type of social networks that I have and some interesting videos on YouTube that you can find about me, and there you can find all information about anything. I mean, considering art, and of course I'm always open for communication on for people, and people usually send me messages and ask me for advices, and I don't know, they got different problems, and sometimes I'm helpful, sometimes I said to them what is necessary to change.
Sure.
Unfortunately, they don't understand, and but for me, communication was never a problem to other artists. I'm really open, and I don't understand why so many painters are such a closed as a towers.
Yeah.
They are kings and queens inside their heads, and nobody can enter. We are living in different age now. To be an artist and to be drunk bohemian living on the street, it's not thing for 21st century. I think the last
Definitely.
bohemian was Basquiat in New York, and this is it. We are living completely different age. If we talk
Yeah.
about Rauschenberg, and he used to have a private island, now there is a Rauschenberg Foundation on this Captiva Island on Florida.
Yeah.
Nobody says
Yeah.
about it anything. We only talk about these poor guys who died from heroin. But he was a rich mother. Yeah.
Yeah, lucky him, but they did a very good job. I mean, it was super, super incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible as you, anyhow. So, there is a communication that you want to let know the people, like maybe do you have a workshop or you're going to do something online soon? Any project that coming up?
No, at the moment I'm focused only on painting. Next year I will have two exhibitions. One will be bigger, here in Istria, where I now actually it became routine to open up new cyclus in the city of Motovun, and where I invite lots of my friends and people who love what I do.
Mhm.
And I think it will be somewhere September, maybe early August. And I will have exhibition of these small pieces. These small pieces, no, this in
Super.
Dubrovnik in June, July. I don't know if still, but this is next year. And I run workshops, as you mentioned, here in Porridge. And also I run international workshops for oil painting. But these workshops that I run in my town, these are workshops that actually are. This is small art school, and we learn everything from basic drawing, basic painting, and all techniques that we can have, and that actually we can do in this place. And everybody can join. Who is in Porridge. There is my website. You can register, and we can hang out in my studio. Not in this studio where I am now. This is my studio, my private studio. This studio is specialized for workshops, and it's in the center of the town, and it's not that ugly like my studio. This is
Amazing.
it, more or less. Thank you very much. I don't know if we are done, but
We are done. I'm
thank
the
you very
one
much.
to thank you and stay with me then, and we see you next time. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good luck with your project.